Hello. Oh god, my eyes are all red because I just rubbed them. Hey everyone, Joe here, aka Speak with Animals. That's the full name. We're gonna do an art stream today. I've got a bunch of stuff that I could work on. One of them is a map for a D&D game, and I think I'm gonna avoid doing that in case the party shows up to stream. I've also wanted to sketch some speak stuff lately, but I think the main thing we're going to focus on is drawing some trash friends in Krita. So we're gonna just go ahead and get to that. I'm gonna sketch. Oh, I need to actually. I addressed this the other day. I need my canvases to be bigger. That's fine. I'll just remember to draw big. Okay. What else do we have going on? We want music. Soft, what do you think? We could do listening to the big Q, or we could do royalty-free music. Royalty-free? Know you like to thank you. Don't stank. That's got to get out of my head. Let's do the Resident Evil soundtracks. Yeah, that's the good shit right there. Beautiful. Okay, well, so this is for an emote pack. I can share with you all the most recent emote pack on my VGen. Let's see here. So I just launched these guys the other day. Bashful Bunnies. It's a free emote pack that I put together with these 6 emotes here. And I'm going to do another one of those. This one's going to be called Trash Friends. And the theme is just like, you know, the kinds of animals you would find being friends in a dumpster, right? So we've got, it's going to be 6 emotes. So we got a raccoon, we got a possum, we got to have a rat, a pigeon, skunk maybe. I feel like skunk's a little less common. Maybe like a fucked up cat. Just a real fucked up looking guy. Hey, Rumples, how's it going? Beans! You're so right. Also, if the chat looks a little spammy right now, I'm sorry. It's I was working on streamer bot commands, updating them and getting some, like, you know, timed reminders going into the chat. And I think I must have messed something up because I went live and they all happened right at once. Spam is my favorite. You know, I haven't had spam in a really long time. I should try it again. I bet it's better than I remember. You just gotta fry it up real good. So we have raccoon, possum, skunk, rat, pigeon. I was thinking like a crow, maybe. Or a fucked up cat. It's gotta be specifically a fucked up cat. It is still quite good. Nice. Yeah, I bet I could save a lot of money making like a spam stir fry or something like that. Maybe not a lot of money. They have teriyaki spam now. Great for masubi. Wait, what is masubi? Am I dumb? Is that a ramen thing? No, masubi is a... Oh, okay. Snack and lunch food. That's really cute. I don't think I've ever had that. It looks really good. Just a little seaweed sandwich. Yeah, cute and convenient. Okay, and then we were also talking about like just like a dumpster itself with like a rainbow coming out for this one. It's going to be hard for these to read very well at scale, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and make a new layer. So we've got our ideas in the background there. I need to figure out how these animals work. So I'm going to do some Googling. We're going to see what does a raccoon's head look like, actually. Raccoon. Oh my god, that's just... The picture of a raccoon on Google. That's so fucking cute. That's just the cutest little guy. I like the idea of a raccoon like peeking over something. We might actually end up doing pixel art for this because I don't really want to animate at full scale. I know Krita has animation tools. Maybe I could try that out with this set because I feel like a raccoon peeking over something would be just really cute. Just like, you know, you've got your emote here. Some sort of bar, wood, or something. And then we have our raccoon. Just a fucked up little guy. His little round ears. Big nose. We could do like little beady eyes, or we could do the full. Maybe when he comes up, there's some little hearts. That would be cute. Just, yeah, raccoon blush. I like that. Yeah, very little prep. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this layer. Oh god, I forgot how to... It's properties, and then you gotta go here and select it. Krita, that's a... If anybody knows a better way to rename layers in Krita, let me know. Raccoon blush sketch. Cool. I'm just gonna leave that there with the raccoon. I think we got it in one for that. Now, possums, I think we just gotta do one playing dead, huh? That looks more like a possum than a raccoon at the moment, but cute. This guy? Yeah, it does kind of look more like a possum, doesn't it? It's because it doesn't have any... And then also the raccoon noses are a little more like that shape. Well, they're round. Yeah. And then they're dark in the ears. That's more vaguely raccoon-esque. And then they have sort of like a snarl shape to their nose. But the important thing is the blush. But I agree, it does look a little more like a possum. I think it would be fun to have this, like, you know, that. And then you've got your sort of ears coming up. And then your full frame possum. And then your sort of last frame is like a big heart coming up with the blush. That's sort of the idea for that one. And I realize I did these on the same layer. So we're just gonna go ahead and, where is it? Merge with the layer below. There we go. Okay. No more raccoon. Possum is my best friend now. Possums are the best. Look at how cute that guy is. They're perfect. The possum is the perfect animal. I feel like I talked about this on stream recently, but they like can't carry diseases. Oh my goodness, this is really good. This is in a how to draw for kids link. How to draw a possum. You think I should take the course? Learn how to draw a possum in just 9 easy steps. I think we're gonna do this. Okay. Cool. Cool. It does look like the sort of meme where it's like draw a circle, now draw. Now you've drawn the owl. But let's do it. Let's do this. We've got this sort of shape. I'm gonna let my first draft of each of these be what stays. Oh, that's a big mouth. That's a bigger mouth than I intended. Well, we got a line kind of like this, and then one of these. Something like that, and then we got a back leg, sort of like this, and then let's see, we gotta move this guy over here. Stop transforming. Let's see, and then we'll do one of these. It looks a little more like an alligator. This is scaring me. The music makes it really ominous too. I'm trying to draw it exactly like they've drawn it, okay? Here, I'll link the page so you can all draw along. Don't blame me if you get a virus. The music? Oh, are you not hearing music? It's probably very quiet. Here you go. There we go. I do one of those. And then we've got sort of what looks like spikes all over the body. The way they've done it, there's like 3 of them here. That looks like the tutorial. And I think it's a pretty faithful recreation, honestly. Oh, and then we color it. So let's do that, I guess. We'll do a new layer. We'll move it below. Huh. Oh, you're showing. Oh yeah, I can draw a possum for real. I drew these two adorable possums being happy trash friends for Kendra. I think, was it for our anniversary or was it Christmas? I can't remember. It was one of those. It's pretty cute. I went to the wrong screen. I have done it before. So let's we need some color here. Let me just oh, I'm on my paintbrush. Here we go. We're gonna open up the palette. We need like a brown sort of thing going on. I think we need a big brush for this. There we go. Yeah, that's good. This one is just interesting. Well, I'm glad you find it interesting. Is it sort of like intellectually stimulating or like good? We got that going on. Got to get those little nubbers in there. Gotta get that pink mouth. I need smaller brush here. That's really good, I think. And then we need like a black here. Get a little shine in the eyes. Yeah, that's a friend right there. I don't know if you guys could tell, but that's a friend. And I do think this is going to have to be an emote in and of itself. That's a really good friend. This is going to be Speak W friend. Hydrate, thank you. You're right. I should occasionally consume water. Anyways, besides this abomination, how's everyone doing? How have our Wednesdays been? That's really good. Where's the ears? Don't forget them. Oh, you're so right. Wait. How could I forget the ears? They were right there. In step number 7. Clear as day. You got 3 hairs. Oh. 3 hairs and 2 ears. That's very important. Today I realized that Monday is a holiday. Wait, this coming Monday is a holiday?
Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. That's true, I guess. And Memorial Day is a military thing, right? It's not celebrating anything else specific. I think. Here we go. There we go. And they actually went black for the feet, but I feel like the feet matching the face is good. I think I've made an important sort of artistic decision here. And it's a banking holiday. Oh no. Oh, the nose needs to be black too. Yeah, that's a good boy right there. We could do some color adjustment. What do you guys think? I forget how to do any of that stuff in Krita. How do I do this? Color. No, adjust is where that stuff is. Color balance. Interesting. So we got Monday off. Nice. I do feel like Krita's. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird. It's a weird application sometimes. Should we make it more horrendous? Blue Possum actually looks pretty cute. I think just desaturating it a little bit is good. You know, I like the original. We're gonna stick with it. This is our beautiful trash friend. Let's go ahead and merge you down. And edit the properties. Possum friend. Okay, and then let's try this again, but actually, what is the essence of a possum? Hey Hecka, how's it going? How you doing? How is it in the land of the space cats? Nice. I'm glad. What would be essence is faith? like a possum. Okay. Here we go. Layers invisible. Go fuck yourself. There we go. Possums are very pious. You're so right. Yeah, like it's got a little cross. And it's sort of got its hands wrapped around the cross. And it's praying. Sort of that thing going on. This looks a little more like I've drawn a badger or something. It's why they don't get diseases. Yeah, God protects his precious children, the possums. Yeah, the possums were actually supposed to be. I'm gonna get in some real hot water. We're just gonna stop that one mid sentence. The possums were meant to inherit the promised land. Let's see. Do we? I don't know. What is the? It's probably a closer pose, right? Probably like right up on there. And it's just the possum praying. Just like the prayer hands. And they got to have their mouth open because possums always have their mouths open. Something like that. Or maybe a little off to the side. So there's some like holy rays. There's a possum holding out the cross. Oh. I like all of these ideas. Well, let's come back to that. I feel like we're going to a good place there. We've clearly got a lot of ideas. Pious possum. Do you still include the O for possums? Because I know people mispronounce possum all the time.
There's two different kinds.
Yeah, there's possum and opossum.
Yeah.
But are they both spelled the same?
No, the ones we have are opossums. Possums are in Australia.
Okay, possums without the O are the Australian ones. Soft is the resident expert on marsupials. Yeah, North America's only marsupial. You're right. I think that's true. Okay, we got great ideas for a possum, for a rat. Rats like their cheese. I just did it like a nom nom. Hey, look, the reminder thing is working correctly. What was the timer supposed to be on that one? I want to check. That one is supposed to go every 40 to 50 minutes. How long are we into the stream? 30 minutes? Oh, I bet when you use the same timer for the actions in StreamerBot, it deploys all of the actions that are on that length of time because it generates the random number the same for each of them. There's only one number generated for each timer. That makes sense. So I'm going to change those. Let's see. We're going to edit this trigger. Create timer. Can I duplicate the timer? I can't. Okay, well, here in 20 to 30 minutes, we're going to get a blast of like another 4 or 5 messages. Rats love tests and mazes. That's true. Ooh, what if it's like a lab rat taking notes? We got our like notebook here, and they're like pencil down. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good mouse, I'm not gonna lie. And they're like, yes, very good. That's important. At a lecture. Yeah, that's good. A mouse at a podium. Wait, it sounds like these trash friends are less trash friends and more creating a trash like authoritarian regime. There might be some real world politics leaching into the art right now. So a little rat up here, and he's not doing any particular action. Both arms are up. We've got like a big banner behind him or something. And this says Office of the President of the United States of America. Riveting social commentary. I think I missed the assignment. Yes, these are trash friends. They're all friends and they're trash. Well, they eat trash. They hang out in the trash. I do really like rat taking notes. That's good. Plague. Yeah, like an angry rat. He's got so many teeth. Evil rat. Yar. Angry rat. Yeah, rat poison. It could just be like dead rat. Bah. Rat plague doctor. Yeah, rat plague doctor is good. What does a plague doctor carry? Gloves. Yeah. He comes suited. Cough. Okay. We're in an interesting place with this one. Let's grab a new layer. We'll do some more. I think the problem is that there's so many different places you could go with rat or syringe, potions and vials of stuff. The thing is, it's got to be an emote, you know? So it needs to be readable at scale. Maybe the rat is like drinking something. There's like a can of something. Something the rat shouldn't have. Actually, this is a pretty good possum emote. If I just make that mouth really wide and give him like the hundreds of teeth. Big ears. Ah. I learned that plague doctors often carried plague from town to town, making the whole situation worse altogether. They kind of sucked ass. Yeah, plague doctors were like just a terrible idea pretty much all around. Okay. Hmm. I like the idea of like a vat of something. Poison. Maybe what if ooh, okay. We've got sort of a top-down shot almost. It needs to be a little bit side on. And then we have rat bath. He's saying, "Hey, the water's fine actually." He got his tail out of the bath over here. The water's good, but it's actually poison. I don't know how I can make that readable as an emote. But I like the idea. This has got to be like halfway up. We got some stinky lines. Rat sauna. Yeah, exactly. You got the vibe. Oh, I can't separate the nose like that, otherwise it's no longer a rat. What do what do mat mouths do? What do rat mouths do? What does a cartoon smiling rat look like? This is good. This is a mole rat. That's a silly guy right there. Oh, this face is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to try to emulate that. So we've got sort of like a... It's sort of like a rhombus shape. And then the head goes like that. Okay, and then the lips are like in and then down. This music is like not at all the vibe. I'm sorry, people. Interesting. And the head is sort of like concave. I didn't realize that. There we go. It looks almost like a dog, the way I'm drawing it. The ears down there do make it more rat-like. It's really cute, actually. We got a little rat thumbs up. And then I really like the idea of the tail coming out of the tub. This is really good. I'm thinking we're in a good direction here. I meant to check. Does Twitch still require the 112 resolution for emotes? It does, doesn't it? Upload new, standard emote. A resolution between 112 and 4096. Okay, so as long as the file size is under 1 megabyte, you can make it a higher resolution. Interesting. Okay. I might start doing the pixel art ones at twice resolution then. Because that would provide a lot of flexibility. Where's my stream manager? There you are. Don't show that again. Thank you all for being here, by the way. We, as you can see, have destroyed the 200 follower curse. We are finally at 210, which is where I said I felt would probably be comfortably outside of the curse. So I very much appreciate you guys. Let's see. We're gonna forget that layer ever existed. We're gonna just put it down there, maybe behind the background, so we can never see it again. Thank you, Heka. Properties. Rat. I feel like this is a this is fine emote. You know what I mean? The rat is giving this is fine vibes. Well, time to unfollow. I mean, hey, you live your life, Purple. You do whatever you need to do. Skunk. Let's make a skunk. I'd never, I know. If I can rely on any random chatter, it's Purple. Ooh, okay. Skunks are so fucking cute. I always forget how cute they are. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He would never hurt you. Oh my god, this page has a little rat that runs along the bottom. Is that Skunk? The picture is small. Why are these pictures so small? Oh my god, he stick his tongue out. Running skunk? What do we think the skunk is trying to communicate? We have the raccoon doing the hearts thing. That's our sort of like cutesy peekaboo sort of thing. Raccoon blush. We're gonna get that going. And then I think the possum, we go with this like... I do think we're gonna have to make Possum Friend a sticker. We have this like pious possum which I think honestly really works as like a prage emoji. What is the prage? I think that's the pious possum has got to model that. Skunk holding a tomato was the first thing I got in mind. Interesting. So the skunk is angry at you. What does the skunk tell you? What does the skunk say? Why? How do you know it's angry at you? Um, we got a curious skunk. We got an angry skunk. We got a scared skunk. I feel like. What does skunk do? Skunk, he's stinky. Skunky stinky. Um Skunk is saying stop or getting ready to throw tomato because person did a bad joke. Ooh, that's good. I like that idea. Skunk's sort of like that was the Resident Evil 1 intro there. Skunk disapprove. I also like the idea of a skunk like turning up its nose at a person. Like in protest, sort of crossing your arms. I can't draw skunk very well. um like a humph. I like the idea of the tomato throw. There's also this picture of a skunk right now that's making sort of this. Let me see if I can do this. It's got just the cutest eyes. Big, cute skunk eyes. And the mouth is sort of like this. And he's just got full tongue out. He's just blepping. And you know, maybe it's just that simple. It's like boo. Yeah, exactly. No, I like what you're going for there. I just don't know if I can execute it well enough. Or maybe it's just like maybe it's just as simple as like you've got the tomato and you got the skunk hand and it's just the tomato goes up and the hand comes up. Sort of like this. Like it's not very skunky because it only has essence of skunk. It just has the skunk paw. I'm working on dinner and decompression, so I'll be lurking. Wanted to drop in and say hello, though. Hey, Zach. How's it going? Hmm. Oh my god, what about a sleepy skunk, too? I like how a lot of these are turning into animations in my head. Okay, well, we've got some thoughts there. I like this little blep. Blep is also a really good name for an emote. And I like tomato. Skunk emotions. I'm having skunk emotions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that really? That can't be right. 1, 2. Oh no, 3, 4. We need pigeon. What does pigeon do? That's like a sort of one of these things. Like this. That's how a pigeon do, right? You think that's a pigeon? That's a good pigeon. Good.
Yeah.
Pigeon is a camera. Yeah, that's true. With a telescopic eye. With your telescope eyes. Metal teeth. We can't be seen with you, you see. That's a song that nobody knows. Because it was by a little band from my hometown near Tyler, Texas. Watching. I like the idea. Yeah, I mean, it could just be really, really bug-eyed. I like that a lot, actually. Just looking. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. This is absolutely the direction for pigeon. That is sort of how I imagine pigeons in my head too. It's just like, hey, what you doing there? Could I maybe poop on that? You think if I could maybe just poop on it a little? Well, I think we got it right out of the bat with that one. Pigeon looking. Beautiful. Okay, so there were two final directions I was thinking we could do. Either a crow or a fucked up cat. Or we could do the dumpster thing. So the idea for the dumpster one was like sort of a dumpster, obviously because it's a picture of a dumpster. A dumpster. Sort of like this. And then like a rainbow spilling out. It was like trash rainbow, you know? That's sort of the idea, basically. It's just like a dumpster with a rainbow coming out. Um, let me see. Let me see what that looks like. Oh god, that's huge. It's tiny. Let's just see what a rainbow looks like coming out of a dumpster. It would be a more balanced rainbow. And I think we'd probably have to do some hue shifting. Because I'm not a big fan of like bold, fully saturated rainbow. We got sort of a dumpster, a traditional garbage can color. You know, dumpster. Yeah. So that's sort of the idea. And then people could use it as like a, you know, that's so gay sort of thing, but like in an ironic, fun, reclaimed way. Um, or we've got fucked up cat. Um, I was thinking while I was drawing the skunk that a cat that's like spooked would be kind of fun. You know, like it's all going haywire. Um, that could be something. Ooh, crow murder. Murder crow? What if the crow has a little, he's like a little like mobster hat? I need to see how crows look. Yeah, they have a more pointy face for sure. So we can see here. Here's sort of a standard reference crow. That's a good crow there. And then we got another crow, as you can see. And here finally a crow. Just as an example. And perhaps this even, which is a crow. There's also this one, which you may be surprised to learn is a crow. And then finally, we've got a crow. With the crow with hat you're drawing right now, can he be smoking a cigar? That's a great idea. So it's got to be sort of like this shape. It's a very serious crow. Meh. See? I like that direction. What can we do? Because he's got to... The silhouette's got to work. It's got to be like first third. In order for that to read well. Okay. Well, I think that's the way to go. I think it's like crow stab or something. Crow murder. It's got to be crow murder. Crow murder. Oh wait, can you double click? You can double click to name. I didn't know that. I'm so tired already. What the fuck? You know what we should do? We should listen to some music that's new to me because I'm going to fall asleep drawing otherwise. So we're going to stop that. And the second half of the stream is just going to be unmonetizable. Let me see. Oh, I can start recording on my end, actually. We can record. And then that way, I can separate it out into 2 tracks. Bam. Problem solved. So let's pull up my big queue. Oh, I haven't cleaned this up in a while. I've listened to a lot of these since then. There's my big queue, the music that I need to listen through. Specifically, that Patricia Wolf album, that second one on that list, was incredible. That was like riveting. Florist was pretty good. I need to go back and listen to some of their stuff. A lot of this is sort of ambient instrumental stuff, which may still be sleepy, but I think we're going to try it. So let's start off with Question Mark by Daniel, ellipses question mark. And then I'll also turn on the tunes window here so you can see what I'm listening to. And we're gonna adjust that. That crop is a little bit off. That's just gonna go in there. And I know, I'm still using Spotify. I know it's a problem. This is the world we live in. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. I'm a sleepy girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got our 6. So now the question is, what style do we want to do these in? I have been really enjoying doing actual art in Krita. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Just a little bit. This is nice, though. Good job, Daniel. Let's move this over here. Yeah, y'all, I am not what I once was. I'm like an hour into stream and falling asleep. Maybe I need more caffeine? Is that it? No, I'm probably crashing because I had caffeine earlier. That's what it is. Okay. Well, so there are a few things we could do. We could um, see a lot of these are. I'm feeling like going to be animations, and I wonder if I should just try doing that in Krita, huh? What do? What do? Let's look it up. Let's learn together how to animate in Krita. Oh, we got a quick 7-minute tutorial from this person. We're already not monetizable. Let's see. Okay. Oh shit. the the closed captions are covering it. Ooh, where's the onion skin? Nice. Oh, it's like a shadow box. Beautiful. Okay. I think we know how to animate in Krita now, actually. And I do feel like maybe I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time, and it's supposed to be Krita, like that person said. But I choose to believe that I'm saying it right. Famous last words? Nah. Okay. We got a new layer here? Is that what this is? Nice. We're on a new layer. Let's go to settings, Dockers, like the pants, animation timeline. Oh my god. Create blank frame. Okay. So now we're drawing on this blank frame. Interesting. Oh, probably because they're not. Okay. Cool. So it seems like frames aren't always going to be active in the animation. That's good. Cool. Let's do one of these. I'm gonna try to kind of center this. And then we'll take this guy. We're gonna make him real hard to see. I love this. Okay. So let's sketch out our animation. We've got our bounds here, so we don't need to make any borders. We're just gonna sort of sketch out around, let's see, this is half-ish. It's around here are our thirds. I think we do Because if we do the bottom third, then our raccoon is going to come here. And there's not really much room for a little heart. But maybe that's just a little thing that happens as it goes back down. Maybe it's more about the peekaboo than anything else, huh? This is nice. I feel like this was made for liminal TikToks. Which is exactly why it's going on my D&D playlist. I think that's actually a good starting place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a whole layer of the parts of the animation that I want. And then we're going to actually draw the final animation over those frames. Cool. Okay. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to do... Is there another button for create frame? Is it this one? Yeah, add blank frame. There we go. And another frame there. We're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. I think that's going to be about it. Okay, so we're going to have two things happen. Oh, let me do the onion skin. Where is it? This one, and then the onion. Can I set opacity? There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, the chat reminder command worked again. Oh my god. Okay, and then as the possum comes up, we're going to have... Or not the possum. The raccoon. As the raccoon comes up, we're going to have that dip down a little bit to sell the motion of the raccoon coming up. We're going to have it sit there and sit there as the raccoon goes down and then come back up a little bit. And then we're back around to this one. Why is that not doing anything? There we go. Oh. Oh, we need to create bounds. How do we do that? How do we set our animation to only play for a certain clip start? There we go. Clip end. Frame 6. No, frame 5. Why did they start with 0? That's terrible. And then we need to change the speed too. Frame rate. Less than 12. 8 frames? That's animating on 3s? I think we animate on 4s. Nope. Yeah. Animating on 4s is better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set separate timers for those reminders and spread them out a little bit more. Because I can imagine that getting pretty annoying. Okay, and then so we've got our blank frame here to start, and then raccoon comes up. I think first thing you get is ears. And then it comes the rest of the way up. Why is the onion skin keeps turning itself off? Raccoon comes the rest of the way up. So it's up here. And we want big ears, big nose, big eyes. That's a raccoon. And it's going to hang out there for a second. I actually think this frame is just going to be exactly the same. We're going to have it just hover there, I think. Now, why would it try to do that? Why does it do that when I copy a frame? Copy keyframe. Paste keyframe. There we go. Feels like I jumped over to the left a little bit with that one. Okay. We got that. And then we're going to go back down, which could honestly be another copy of this frame. Except we're going to draw some like little hearts or something. Sort of popping away. I wish it would show me the other side. Oh, I guess it does. It's just really hard to see. God, yeah, that green color is terrible for that. Give me blue. There we go. Okay, that's the idea. Let's try to actually draw this, huh? So create a blank frame. And I'm going to take this layer and I'm going to set the opacity lower. And maybe we do this. Yeah, I think we gotta just use an actual pin. Do we think maybe this is the dumpster here? I'm imagining the dumpster has like a lock on it or something. My snap to assistance went away. What the fuck? Tool options. What happened? Where's... Oh, okay. Because it doesn't use the stabilizer when you're on the line setting. That makes sense. Oops. B. Nice. I might actually need to do a new layer here. What? This one. Okay. We're learning. We're getting this. I need a raccoon to look at. Oh my goodness. That's just such a good boy right there. Look at that. We're going to try to capture that essence. Okay, we've just got ears right now. We could probably mirror this. I think I'm doing it a little too... I was doing it a little too correctly. There we go. Those are some raccoon ears right there. We need a big nose. It looks too much like a mouse. I also just don't like the symmetrical look. It feels clip arty to me anytime I see it. But maybe that's what I need right now. Let's copy that frame. And we're going to paste it here. Okay, cool. And then we're going to just move this guy straight up. Nope, not that one. This one. Let's squish him. They're cuter when they're whiter anyways. Ooh, this is nice, whatever this is. Caitlin Aurelia Smith and Emile Mosseri. Damn, everything we've been listening to so far has been great. I'm a fan of this. Whoops. I just love that smiley raccoon picture. I can't get over it. I'm glad it's a good squish. No. That's a pretty adorable little boy we got there. Oops. I'm just trying to test out what this looks like before I go any further. That reads as pretty raccoon. You know? I think we can pull that off. Where's my paint bucket? This one? That reads pretty raccoon coated. I'm gonna paste you here. And then we're gonna move you down. Bam. And then this guy's getting copied. And pasted. And then this guy's getting copied. And pasted. Paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. There we go. Okay. Cool. So for this second keyframe, we want like little hearts or something. God, I keep forgetting the new layer button. Yeah, new layer. We want a new frame here. Loki gives red panda too, but it is very raccoon. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think the thing is all of these animals kind of look alike. I think that's the thing. Let's see, we got that. Oh, I need to turn that off. I'm not used to using the weighted brush to do shapes like this. So the thing is, would the heart be going down or would the heart be going up? It would be going up, right? like floating away from the raccoon. I think that would be it. They'd be very tiny. I just remember that one raccoon video where someone gives one cotton candy and says, yeah, it's so sad. I'm like, I really don't like Schadenfreude, except in like very specific circumstances. And that video is an example of why I don't like Schadenfreude, or however you say it, Schadenfreude. I just don't like seeing things be sad. This one needs to be tiny. So we should see what we have so far, huh? Okay, and then this guy. Oh, the head's down here. That one. I think it might not be enough frames to sell the motion of the raccoon coming up. Can I insert a frame? What is this? Is that duplicate? Add duplicate frame. So I could do that. Will that push everything over? No. Huh. Okay, that's not doing anything. Remove frame and pull. Interesting. Okay, I can move them over like that. So animating in Krita just Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude? Okay, that's how I thought it was. Schadenfreude. Which layer is this? This is our dumpster guy. So for this one, let's, oh. Gotta make sure we're on the right layer. There we go. And then we're gonna copy keyframe, paste keyframe. I'm gonna put it here. No. And then this one, it's gonna go like a little lower, huh? So we bounce back up. Wasn't as big a fan of that one, that track. Okay, and then our raccoon proper. We're gonna copy this keyframe and paste it here. This guy needs to go up a little higher here. And a little lower here. Cute. Oh, I need to actually insert blank frames where I don't want things to repeat, huh? What? What did I do there? What is happening? Krita, let's just go ahead and save this file before everything breaks. Oh, I already created a trash friends folder. I don't know why it broke. It got really confused for a second there. It's whenever I hide a layer and bring it back up, it like erases the content of that layer. That's so weird. What a strange bug. Okay. Also, our keyframe animator doesn't... There we go. It wasn't showing me the frame we were supposed to be on. Okay, so these guys go away, and then this one we remove. It's being weird. I don't know why this isn't... Create blank frame. Okay, I thought I did that. There we go. Okay, now let's turn off this. That's not bad. It's something. It's a starting point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna move to A-Sprite to finish this. Cause I don't like the style. There's more I can do in A-Sprite right now at my current technical ability. You know, I want it to like squash and stretch and, you know, have some fun to the motion. So I think I'm going to have to animate that one in A-Sprite. And I also think I'm done for right now. You boys tired. So we're going to save this again. And I will close out of that for now. And then let's talk about next week. So I haven't updated the Twitch yet. Actually, I did. Let me go to my page. As you can see on my... Oh no. There we go. Where's the schedule? Where's the schedule on Twitch? Where'd that go? It's not there anymore. Does it only show up when I'm offline? Interesting. I didn't realize that. Anyways, as you can see on my schedule, which I guess I can't see right now, but maybe you can. Next Monday, we're continuing Hypnospace Outlaw. Wednesday, we're going to be continuing Halo 3. You can see. Okay, I don't know why I can't see. Maybe I'm deficient in some way. Let me go to my dashboard here. Wednesday, we're going to be continuing Halo 3 with TJ. Maybe you can, if you click on your name. That's probably what I needed to do. Yeah. honestly. And then what else do we have going on? We might do a bonus stream this weekend. Probably not, but yeah, I'll see you guys around. That's what we got going on right now. The emote pack will be out hopefully soon, like within the next couple weeks, I think is the sort of deadline I'm giving for myself. Working on some music stuff, working on maybe some notification sounds. I've been talking about putting together a Patreon for a while. I had one a couple years back that I'd opened for like just a couple months, and like one or two people subscribed to it. But it's just kind of difficult committing to running a Patreon. So I'm kind of considering other options there, but you might see something about a Patreon or something similar soon. Yeah, that's all you need to know for